This transition has not been as delightful as you once imagined. Not did it happen as rapidly as you would have liked, but it is here. Everything is in place for this new world. You have contemplated and dreamed of this age for much of your current and your previous lives. For each age is created by those who volunteer to do so eons before that age is initiated. Your world will not necessarily change overnight. Instead, the global focus will rapidly shift from industry and finances to caring for others, the earth, and yourself. Even though you learned about previous historical shifts, you probably did not realize those shifts were also pre-planned. Transitions like the current one are not created by one being, or in one part of the world, but are a global response at a similar time. So it is now. It is so much easier to create change in your life than you might imagine. In fact, you can begin to turn your life in a new direction with the very next thought. It doesn't matter if you've had years of disappointment or frustration. You can shift to a vibration that opens you to satisfaction. Even if you have a life-threatening illness, you can find the frequency that allows wellness to flow. If you've blown your fortune, wasted opportunities, or not appreciated love, you can still shift into a glorious existence, starting right here and now. Even as you read this message, you can open to the ever-present, beyond your imagination flow of love from the source. You will have that opportunity in every moment of your eternal existence. No matter what you've done, said, experienced, or chosen, you never lose your right to receive love. And love will never stop flowing. You are all learning to open to its broadcast. With this realization, we hope that you use the higher energies entering Earth, not to continue your focus on the hardships, on the fears, and old ways of doing things. Instead, use them to amplify your own light, your love, and your highest intentions and visions. If you have been looking for a sign, for a message from the universe, this is it to change your ways, to redirect your energy and infuse that which you desire, to understand that carrying yourself from one day to the next in the energies of doubt and hopelessness does not help or see you gain anything but more of the same. Open your heart and allow it to guide you. Feel the presence of your divine self within. For indeed, it is time to release the fears and woes of the old world, and focus all of your energy on manifesting something wonderful, and trusting that a new world awaits your arrival, in which you shall emerge in the very near future. Your Earth's history features previous transitions, such as the Renaissance. Even though this is a tremendous shift within and outside your being, it feels right because you have been preparing for this time for eons. This age of Aquarius has been percolating within your being for decades, some of the greatest generation, and others before that dipped their toes into the age of Aquarius only to realize it was premature, that not enough beings wished to leave the financial world quite yet. So those beings who tried to introduce the age of Aquarius prematurely immersed themselves in the opposite of who they were, always looking for the rainbow, that previous generations told them was their ultimate goal. A goal that never felt complete even if they achieved it. They were to initiate the age of Aquarius when the time was correct. That time is now. More and more are becoming upset with the global imbalance. An Earth that has become top-heavy with rewards for a few, leaving the remainder with hopes and dreams that never seem to become their reality. You allow the universe to do what it does by its very design, love you, guide you, inspire you, and assist you in creating all that you want. Instead of agonizing over how to handle a situation, you surrender to your heart that wants to dream, feel, and allow good to flow. As you continue to practice these subtle shifts, throughout your days in even the smallest ways you are learning to tune your energy field. You all understand the concept of tuning. You grab your remote control, select a station, and tune into it. You push the buttons in your car to select a radio station, and you tune into it. Something catches your attention, and you tune into it. You think of a lemon, and you tune into that, causing your body to create chemical reactions that match. An athlete imagines dunking the basketball into the hoop, and their body begins to send nerve signals and cause muscle contractions that are the exact match to their imagined success. Examples of tuning are everywhere. The person who says, "I get sick every year," gets sick every year. The person who says and believes, "I don't have time to be ill," rarely gets ill. The person who says, "Money just flows to me," experiences it, while the one who says often, "Money just seems to flow out the door," will wave goodbye to their money quite often. The one who says and means, "I love life," has love reflected in so many ways, while the ones who cry, "What is this world coming to?" seem to find more and more examples of insanity and impending doom. Those who have transitioned will feel like they are in a new world, and those who have not or will not will feel increasingly uncomfortable. This is the global transition you have dreamed of for eons. Allow yourself to celebrate the rightness of who you are, with no more hiding of the true you, or a need to prove you are right to others. You are who you have always been, but have been afraid to display, because it was out of step with Earth's reality until now. Be yourself, the world needs you. The games, the shoulds, and the have-tos no longer apply or even contribute to society. You start to feel appreciation for the blessings. You genuinely feel relief. Now you're tuning to love and manifesting better too. The universe doesn't keep score. You could attract difficulties for decades, and after 5 minutes of genuinely feeling good about yourself and genuinely focusing on good things in life, you would start to run into kinder people and more comfortable situations whenever you go. You would start to see coincidences and synchronicities appear. Every now is brand new. Every thought is a chance to feel better or not. Every feeling shifts your vibration either towards or away from what you want. Given no direction, your conditioned brain will likely go in and out of lower and higher vibrations to the point where not much changes. But when you can take charge of this and start to shift to feeling better, you start to create a spiral of positive momentum. Keep it going as best you can, because eventually, that positive momentum will start to show up as an avalanche of good feelings, people, things, and circumstances. And then, there are the truthers out there, all focused on the aspect of awakening to do with knowing what is really going on in the world, who's part of the cabal, or the deep state, and what they're up to. It's all about being red-pilled. So, their use of the word awakening is quite different from that of those focused on spiritual awakening. Some of the truthers do use the term spiritual, and they talk about the spiritual battle that's now occurring, a battle between good and evil. But it's evident that even they probably have a somewhat different idea of what spiritual means from how the more spiritually focused people use it. Finally, there are those who have been involved in researching information in the whole galactic field that has been coming out in the last number of years. They talk about being awake to the outer space realities we've been living with for millennia, that most of humanity has been asleep to. Some of these ideas commingle with those of the truthers, but not every truther seems to be aware of these more cosmic realities, or they're somehow not interested in them. I guess the good news about all this is that at least there does seem to be a whole lot of awakening going on in the world of all kinds. It's what we've been waiting for, those of us who've been aware of the shift humanity needs to make. How about someone who is simply focused on learning the truth about the cabal and going down every rabbit hole, learning about all the evils being committed in the world? Will they be able to make this leap? What if they have never quite really focused on who they are beyond being a human being in the world? Maybe they really know they're a light worker and they've become very much an activist in the world. They've been focused on doing what they can to right the wrongs that have enslaved humanity for millennia. But they don't spend much time contemplating who everyone really is on a deeper level, beyond being mind beings on a planet. Will they be ready for ascension when the time comes? And then, what about those who are totally focused on all the eat information, flooding the internet, the ones listening to all the news about the lies we've been told about crashed craft on the Earth and the back-engineered technology that's been held secret? Or those who are totally immersed in wondering if they're a starseed, and if so, trying to figure out which group of galactics they're from? They're definitely awake to a certain aspect of reality, but is this enough to be able to ascend when the Earth shifts into 5D?